The movement must continue. See, we let it go to sleep. This movement's got to be woke up again.
Welcome to the first show of Unite Louisville on the new Plug Online Network. And the meaning behind the show is the Unite Louisville. We wanted to provide a connection for neighborhoods and communities with resources and bringing organizations and peoples together. And today, my first guest and organization, I have Reverend Leonard Boyd and Daniel Gatch with the Mics Up and Guns Down organization, and they are here today to tell you exactly who they are and what the organization stands for. So go ahead, Reverend.
All right. My name is Pastor Leonard B. Boyd Sr. I'm just so excited to be right here on Unite Louisville. Our movement, Mike's Up, Guns Down, come up with this idea about 3 years ago. I pondered it and wondered what we can do. And I came up with that slogan, Mike's Up. We know the microphones are used to project your voice and to make sure you're being heard. And that's what we mean by Mike's Up. That means whatever you see, whatever you know, get your mic, tell what you know. It's not about being a snitch, it's about being able to speak up and speak out about whatever you even want to see done. And then guns down. We know our city has been invaded with a lot of gun violence at this time. So our motivation is let's learn how to put the guns down and pick up the mics and learn how to do what we got to do. And I thank God after them that first year when I talked about it over to my friend Mr. Daniel Gatch, share with him what I had going on, what my idea was. He immediately jumped on board with me and to help me to continue to push Mike's Up Gun Down. And we have been the advocate for some years now of bringing the communities together, the youth together, and help them to know that there is a more excellent way. They don't have to choose guns. They don't have to use gangs. They don't have to do violence or nothing like that. There's something that's outlet out here where they can express themselves without getting violent. And I'm gonna ask Mr. Gatz to go ahead and continue from there.
Yeah. So as Leonard said, we met about 3 years ago, and that's pretty much when it started. And Leonard had this idea of bringing the West End neighborhood, particularly around the Parkland community, together, and we came up with this block party. That's how it started. We did a couple of different block party events to kind of bring everybody together. We weren't able to do it last year, but this year we're doing it again. We're going to be doing it tomorrow. We'll be there from 10 to 4 p.m. And so it's really about bringing everybody there and give them something to look forward to. And that's really what we've been about. And in the future, what we're working towards, we've gotten pretty good at doing the block parties, but we would like to have an after-school program to kind of go along with the block parties, where we can give kids the skills they need to survive in a current job market. And I do feel that is a very integral part in helping to bring down the gun violence in general.
Right. So tell everyone the history of this, the festival that you got going on the 28th Street, the meaning. Tell everyone about your walk of life and why it's so important. Especially this week alone, we lost a lot of
Yes.
Young people.
And we're losing our young people at a fast rate. And our motivation, as we've been in the past, we pulled our neighborhoods together. We just been blocking off 28th over to 26th in Kentucky. That block, which I live, we have blacks, we have whites, we have Mexicans, we have Africans, we have a little bit of everything on that one block. So culturally, we are. We're mixed breed. We got everything there. So my thing is trying to show them that we can come together, not only on our block, but we can bring others in as well to show the kids. As a young lady, if you go to our website, www.mics,
www.micsupgunsdown.com.
yes, you'll see on one of the videos a young lady that was just so excited that they get to come out of the house, because other days they find themselves ducking and hearing gunshots, and they don't get to get out really and play. So for us to just shut down everything, for them to have their day, they love it. They follow it. The parents have came and agreed, oh wow, we need this. You just don't know. Even this year, the excitement. Some new kids on our block, when I told them we was going to do it, oh wow, they want to get involved. They want something to do.
They want something positive, right?
Yes,
Something
yes,
positive.
and that's what they're tired of seeing dead bodies in our streets. They're tired of just like I said, don't know what to do. Even going to school, you know what I'm saying? Even going just to the store, they're feeling unsafe. You know, we just had a kidnapping. I think yesterday, amen. A young lady got kidnapped by some young man or whatever. But my thing is, they don't feel safe anymore. So we're trying to pull together our neighborhoods to help us to all feel safe again. Because we used to be called neighborhoods. And in the neighborhoods, we used to have a neighborhood watch where everybody watched out for each other. Now, we at a time now where we don't even know our neighbors anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for what she's doing here with this podcast, Unite Louisville, because what she's not doing, she's not putting the light on her. She's trying to unite all these different organizations. While we out here, everybody fighting against each other, want to be seen for their organization, want to be seen for their organization. We have tried, me and Mr. Gatch, to put every organization in to whatever we have going on. That's why we're here today, because we believe in what she has going on. We believe in, believe that if she work, we're going to work. If she's doing good, we're going to do good. So that's why the name Unite Louisville is just what it means. We're trying to unite Louisville. We got enough organizations out here taking money from the government, doing nothing with it. Just want to get the money.
And our kids are dying. They're suffering. As you can see, a prime example of that. We're a little bit over 108 homicides
this year.
So we're going to take a break, and we will continue with these great gentlemen that took their time out today.
No limit cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No limit cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in with us today at Unite Louisville. And we are back with Mike's Up, Guns Down organization. And we are in a city of crisis. We are living in times where our young people need guidance, and they need to know that people, and there's organizations and groups out here that care. And so we were talking about a little while ago about the festival that you have every year, but we also want to talk about the other things as well, because you are a pastor and you've preached at a lot of these funerals. So
Yes.
tell everybody, what your organization does. You also provide resources and jobs, correct?
Yes, we have connecting Mike's Up Guns Down also with a company called the Clean Beyond LLC. We have helped to employ even a lot of the homeless people that's on the streets. We pick them up and let them obtain jobs and give them opportunities to work and earn a living. Some of them was panhandlers on the corners begging for money, and we put them in the truck, letting them make money. A lot of them, I know, at least got 7 of them now that's consistently getting up every morning, going to work. They feel like somebody. They can get up and go make money without sitting out and begging. And that's what we try to do. And then also, again, she's saying about the pastoralship. I love preaching. Preaching is what God had put inside of me. But I do hurt when I have to, many times, not sometimes, many times. I cannot even count the numerous of people, young people's funerals that I've been called to do and had to either officiate or preach them. And I tell you, every time I look in the casket, every time I see the family grieving, I got 3 sons, I got 2 sons and 1 daughter. I always looked at that person in the casket. It could have been my son, could have been my daughter. So we need to get away from not saying anything, because when it hits your house, when it hits your home, you want somebody to express or tell what really happened, especially when your view is not there. And I just thank God the young lady had just came in and remembered me from a funeral that was done. And I say again, I get frustrated. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it because that's what God put in me. I do not want to help a parent bury their child. It's not normal. A child normally buries their parents. And now it's becoming norm. It's coming the new norm. Now parents are running out, have to hurry up and get insurance for the kids because they don't know if they're going to come home at night. They don't know if they're going to come home that day. And we're living in, as she said, in a crisis right now. But I believe this Unite Louisville is going to be a faucet to where everybody quit jumping on TV, trying to be seen for themselves, like they real activists, like they're really concerned about the community. If you're concerned about the community, and I don't want to put her on blast, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like yesterday, this young lady, she went down to the scene where the young lady was killed and just went over there just to see if she can just console somebody or if she can just help somebody. She went by herself. She called me. She said, Mr. Pastor, I went there and they was waiting on somebody to come to see about them. Nobody been over there. Where's the churches? Where's the preachers? Where's the pastors? Where are we at? So we want them to come into our buildings. But the Bible said, go ye therefore in all the nations. Amen. Teaching them to do everything what I will command you. And Lord, I'll be with you always. Meaning, you can't just stay in the 4 walls of that building. We got to get out here in the trenches. We got to get out here in the community and let them know, amen, God, Jesus didn't stay in no church building. Whenever he got a crowd of people, he always dispersed his crowd. He dealt with the same few people and kept helping people, the misfits, like myself. Nobody could have handled Leonard but him. Couldn't nobody deal with Leonard but him. Didn't nobody change Leonard but him. That's why myself, a whole lot of things, I don't look back because I don't want to, but I know some things I've done in my past. I regret now, but I see now it was that got me prepared to where I'm at right now. And I thank God for that every day. And this weekend, tomorrow, we're so glad, Ms. Denisha, to have different acts all day long. We start at 10 o'clock, from 11 o'clock all the way up to 4 o'clock. We got an act going on all day long. We got comedians, spoken word, poetry. We got
electronic music.
Mr. DJ Meehan, all the way from New York City. He came in here free of charge. He's going to DJ this block party for us. He won't let Daniel. Daniel trying to give him money. He will not take it. Don't pay for my room. I'm coming.
Community champion. That's the thing that people always want to ask. But the thing is not about. You're exactly right. It's about how we can improve, how can we move forward.
Everybody want to get paid
together, right? It's not all about that getting paid. It's making a difference in someone's life. It's making a difference in a child's life. And this is an organization with you guys stand for, because you not only that, you provide housing for homeless families. And go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, so going off of that, I haven't seen a guy, I feel like every time I call him, he is busy with work, but the number two reason that I can't get a hold of him is because he had a funeral. Matter of fact, the last event that we held, he told me, he said, Daniel, you're gonna have to hold down the fort because I got a funeral to go to. And he called me, this is like 2 days before our event. I was like, really? And jumping off what you were asking, the block parties are great. It gets our message out there, and it does bring people together. I know exactly who he's talking about. We have that video up there of that little girl, I think she was 12 years old maybe, and she was just happy to be at an event and have news coverage where it wasn't, the yellow tape wasn't about the crime scene, right? It was about the bouncy house, and it hit me, right? Because I'm sitting down here listening, and she's talking about drive-bys. This is a 12-year-old talking about drive-bys. I'm not, that's not something you should just, and the way she just casually threw it out there too, I was like, that's not
it's
normal.
It's right.
Normal.
But it seems to be a normal pattern.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's so disheartening and discouraging to know that our youth, and there's so much out there that that's out there in this world.
And that's why we are trying to, in addition to this, okay, he's got his thing he's doing with the homeless, but we are also starting very slowly, baby steps, an after-school program. I already got a good friend of mine from Hazelwood who's going to be coming over. He's a computer coder, and we're actually going to set up a computer lab. We got a building we're going to set it up at, and we're going to grow from there. I got a buddy of mine in Lexington who's a physics major who's going to come and do rocket demos and stuff. I know how to do some welding, just MIG, no TIG or anything, but I'm we're here to help, and I think those skills are very important in giving a foundation for these kids to want to maybe turn towards something different.
Right.
And then also, I feel that we give housing, that would help them also to feel responsible, because people feel better when they own something.
Exactly.
When they feel like they're doing something for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you again for inviting us. We're looking forward to Saturday.
Right, because we're working on some projects as well, and working in the community, because there's so many, and I thank you guys and congratulate, because we have so many unsung heroes. And I thank you again for coming on Unite Louisville, and I appreciate you so much.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, last thing, can I throw this in?
Yes.
That group, Young Prodigy, that's speaking out about them discriminating against the hairdos and stuff like that in schools. They're going to be our closing act for tomorrow.
Okay.
They will be there as well. And we're just looking forward to y'all come out and enjoy yourself. And thank you again.
28th in West Kentucky.
Between 28th and 26th in Kentucky, the whole block is going to be ours tomorrow. And we're going to have a good time.
Yes.
Amen. We're going to have gospel, all this stuff.
That's right.
And Denise is going to come and sing solo tomorrow.
I am not. Thank you.
Thank you.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
All right, welcome back to Unite Louisville. And I have Patricia Brown with me. She is with the For Real Glow Up organization. And I met this young, beautiful lady at Cynthia Brown and Jason Buckner's Diversity and Empowerment Entrepreneurship Summit. And we connected, and we've been connected ever since. I am so, your passion is fearless.
Thank you.
You let God use you exactly the way He's supposed to use you, and I am so thankful in meeting you at the network summit. So please tell everybody exactly what you do and why it is so important and relevant. Why you working with youth? Tell them your testimony, because you have a testimony.
Yes. Hello, I'm Patricia. Thank you so much. I love you. You are such a remarkable woman. I can truly say I am definitely inspired and just overwhelmed. Not even overwhelmed in a negative way, but overwhelmed with so much joy from your life and what you're doing within the community, and including me and calling me and just seeing things within me too. And I'm a young person within the community. It's just so needed. So I want to say that first. So love you for that. I am Patricia Brown, the founder of the For Real Glow Up. We are an organization that is for the youth. It's talking about glowing up. When I was a young teenager, I have seen so much. I have family members. I have friends that have been affected by poverty, have been affected by just systematic things, violence, and different things like that. And you know, we are overcomers. We are redeemers. God has blessed many of us to have a great testimony and story for victory. And I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to create an organization talking about the For Real Glow Up. During the time in 2019, glow up was like a very huge term that everybody was saying. It's like, oh, I glue up. Oh, I glue up. You know, they put an old picture of them when they looked, her was probably not as done well, and it'd be now. So I said, the For Real Glow Up, I want everybody to share and talk about their story. So it's mainly based off of testimonials and outreach, helping feed the community, helping young teens and young people get back and forth to church, connecting them to mentors, connecting them with people that do care about them, and resources within their communities. The biggest thing that we have done is something called the Why Tour. It's the Why to You. What's your why? What's your reason why you are who you are? What's your story? I always cared about that because so many testimonials, so many experience beats anything. Being able to connect with someone who's been through something that you've been through and relatable is it's just such needed. From racial things, I've encountered so many different people. We had the Y Tour, and we came out, and it's in 4 different cities. That's what we do. We go to Louisville, Lexington, Hopkinsville, and Owensboro. We're now adding Western Kentucky for WKU students to the Y Tour. So we are going to go out and reach every community within Kentucky, drawing kids in, drawing young adults and teens to come in and talk about their why. So yes, and that's the main thing we do. Daily and weekly we connect, and I reach out to young people and talk to them, mentor them, and just get them to feel, good about themselves, get them mental health if they need mental health counseling, things like that. So that's who I am.
Listening to you yesterday when I was down on Cecil and Market, and I was talking to some of the neighbors, and there was a young mother that I was speaking with, and she says, look, I'm just trying to go to work. I have 4 children. I'm just trying to go to work. And could you imagine just hearing that call, and there's gunshots, shootings that's going on, and you get that call, hey mom, this is could you imagine that feeling? And you know what she said? She says, look, I want to get my children involved and positive things. I have daughters, I have sons, I have sons, you know, she says she has this talk with her sons that says, well, you know, if something happens to me, you know, when something happens to me, Mom, do I run in the alley? So these are discussions that our youth are talking about, you know, and she said, I want to get my girls into something. And this is the thing, like, we have to get out in the trenches. We have to go out there because people want to know and they want to connect to organizations and they're trying to survive and they're trying to find out where they can go, who they can talk to, because we have avenues and we have opportunities and people like you that are passionate and are driven and God has called them and doing all the wonderful things. You are a champion. You are a vessel in doing his work, and that's why I asked you to come on the show, because the youth, they need to know, and you're a young advocate for them. You are a voice from them, for them. And then as well, you know, even at the summit, you was telling me about you have a cousin that lost how many 8 friends, I believe, this year.
This year, it's been very crazy and very sad, very difficult. People, you know, you go to the funerals and you go and you deal with the people, you encourage them, but months afterwards, after losing a child, after losing a friend, the mental health part of these young men and women, it's so distraught. They're so damaged. And some of them don't even know it. That's the reason why it's a norm for them to see a drive-by. It's a norm for them to be a part of violence or being angry and wanting revenge, and they don't see another way out. So as you said, the involvement of young people and me, my organization getting involved, I am a true believer and I'm an advocate in getting young people involved.
And you are a nonprofit organization, correct? So tell people how they can donate, how they can help, how they can support
go to
what
the
you
For Real
do.
Glow Up online. We have Facebook and Instagram at the For Real Glow Up. So the THE for real and then glow up. The number 4 is the 4. Reach out to us, and we have a donate button there also, so you can definitely give there too.
So people are actually out here putting in the work.
Yes.
So this is why we created Unite Louisville, because there are unsung, you know, there's heroes out here, there's champions out here. The people that they're putting the footwork in, and it's not all about begging, but it does take money. But we're not in it for the money. But it does take money to keep, because the need is out there. The need is growing. So as the need continues to grow, of course, our funding needs to grow. But you know, we are we do this because we love and we are concerned and about people. And I can see that, and I'm so proud of you. You come from a wonderful family, a wonderful, beautiful family. So is there anything else you would like to add?
I just would like to encourage any mother and father out there that has, or friend, just be encouraged about gun violence. I'm so sorry, you know, my condolences comes out to you. Even if you are a survivor, that's great, and continue surviving. Even if you have lost someone, continue to live and get the help that you need. It's nothing's wrong with getting help. That's all I want to say.
And the thing about it is, people have to remember that we come from great leaders here in the 502.
Yes, we do.
Right. We're just following in their footsteps behind them. We come from Ali's and the Maddie and the Bud Dorseys and the Rhonda Mathis and so many other people that so we have so many community leaders out here that are doing the great things, and these organizations that we are definitely going to make sure that you are connected to every Friday. And that is something that we're excited about.
I do want to say one thing. I want to invite everyone to a back to school event. It's on August the 7th, 2021. It's called Loving and Mentoring People. LAMP presents back to school. It'll be free haircuts, free food, free face painting, bounce houses, family, and more. It's going to be a great event. Please come out.
And you're welcome to share that on our page as well. So make sure we get that information. Because school is right around the corner. So until next time, I am you on Unite Louisville, and thank you for watching us on the New Plug Online Network.
Thank you for having me.
Likewise, thank you.
No Limit Cleaning, your dirt. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning, your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
And
The movement must continue. See, we let it go to sleep. This movement's got to be woke up again.